paragraph, page 303. And our last headword was surprise, newer type of lesson. Okay, so let's start with revision. Ready?
Okay, I'm
Here we
ready.
go. Were you able to speak English a few years ago? Were you able to speak English a few years ago? Yes or no?
No, I wasn't able to speak English
English
a
a
few
few
years
years
ago.
ago. Are you able to reach this book without standing up? Are you able to reach this book without standing up? No, I
No,
am not
I'm
able.
not able to read that
That book
book
without.
without standing up.
Very good. Will you be able to speak English well if you study a lot? Will you be able to speak English well if you study a lot? Yes, I'll
Yes,
be able.
I'll be able to speak English
English
well
well
if
if I
I study a
study a
lot.
lot. Have you been able to answer all the questions I have asked you without too much difficulty? Have you been able to answer all the questions I have asked you without too much difficulty? Yes or yes?
No,
Yes, I
yes,
have been
I,
able.
I have
Been
been able
able to answer all the
to
questions
answer all the
you've asked
questions
me
you've
without
asked
too
me
much
without
difficulty.
too much difficulty.
Very good. Tell me the names of some things that we make in factories. Tell me the names of some things that we make in factories, please. The names
The
of some
names of
things that we
something
make in
that we are
factories
in factories
are
are
cars,
cars,
pens,
plates,
toys.
toys, etc.
Do you think work in a factory can be pleasant? Do you think work in a factory can be pleasant? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
think
think
work in a
work in
factory
factory
can
can
be
be present.
very good. Do soldiers wear ordinary clothes? Do soldiers wear ordinary clothes? No,
No,
soldiers
the
don't wear
soldiers don't wear
ordinary clothes.
ordinary clothes.
They wear
They wear
uniforms.
uniform.
Very good. Can you paint? Can you paint? Yes or no?
Yes, I can paint.
Very good. How much does it cost to stay in an ordinary hotel for one night in your town? How much does it cost to stay in an ordinary hotel for one night in your town? It costs about
It costs about 5,000 yen
to
in
stay
an
to
to
stay
stay
in
in
an
an ordinary hotel
for one night
for one
in
night
my
in my town.
very good. Can you understand all the words when you listen to a song in English? Can you understand all the words when you listen to a song in English? No,
No,
I can't
I can't
understand
understand all
all
the
the
words
words
when
when
I
I listen.
listening a song in English.
Very good. What's the difference between the words fun and funny? What's the difference between the words fun and funny? The difference
The
between
difference the
the
word
words between the words
between the word
fun and
fun
funny
and
is
funny
that
is
if
that
something
if
is fun,
something is
we
fun, we
enjoy it.
enjoy it.
Whereas if
Whereas
something is
if
funny,
something is
it
funny,
makes
it
us
makes us laugh.
very good. Do you sometimes go shopping with your friends at the weekend for fun? Do you sometimes go shopping with your friends at the weekend for fun? Yes or no?
Yes, I sometimes go shopping with my friend at
The
weekend for fun.
very good. What's the funniest film you've ever seen? What's the funniest film you've ever seen?
Mr. Bean
Is the
is the funniest film
I
I've ever seen.
very good. Okay, next. Have you had your lunch today? Have you had your lunch today? Yes or no?
No, I haven't had my lunch today.
Yeah, it's too early. Have you always been able to speak English as well as you speak it now? Have you always been able to speak English as well as you speak it now? No, I
No,
haven't
I
always
haven't
been
always been
able to
able to
speak
speak
English
English
as well
as well
as.
as I speak it now.
Right? Has this spring begun? Has the spring begun? No, the
No, the
spring.
spring hasn't begun.
Have you ever known anybody who could speak more than five languages? Have you ever known anybody who could speak more than five languages? Yes or no?
No, I've
Uh,
never known
Anybody who could
anybody who
speak
could speak
more than.
more than five languages.
Greg, what's the furthest you've ever swum? What's the furthest you've ever swum? The furthest
The
I've
farthest
ever
I've
swum
ever swum
is
is 400 meters.
very good. Is it possible to learn English simply by listening to English songs? Is it possible to learn English simply by listening to English songs? Yes or no?
No,
It
it
is
isn't
possible
possible
to learn
to learn
English
English
simply by.
simply listening to English songs.
Very good. Have you ever taken things that weren't yours by mistake? Have you ever taken things that weren't yours by mistake? Yes or no?
Yes, I've sometimes taken things
That
that weren't mine by
by.
mistake.
Wait, have you shaken anybody's hand today? Have you shaken anybody's hand today? Yes or no?
No, I haven't shake anybody's hand today.
One more. No, I haven't shaken
No, I haven't shaken
anybody's hand
anybody's hand
today.
today.
Very good. Have you written anything this lesson? Have you written anything this lesson? Yes or no?
No, I haven't written anything
Anything
this
this
lesson.
lesson. Very good. What does the word weather mean and when do we generally use it? What does the word weather mean and when do we generally use it? The word
The
weather
word
means
weather
the
means
same
the
as if,
same as if,
and we
and we
generally use
generally
it
use it
when we
we
express.
ex- when we express a doubt.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. I don't know
I
whether
don't know whether
he
he
can
can
speak
speak
English
English
or
or not.
not. Do you know whether I have any money in my pocket? Do you know whether I have any money in my pocket? No, I
No,
don't
I don't
know
know
whether
whether
you
you
have
have
any
any
money
money
in
in
your.
your pocket.
Very good. Do you have any idea whether they speak German or not? Do you have any idea whether they speak German or not? No, I don't
No,
have
I don't
any
have
idea
any
whether
idea
they speak
whether
German
they speak German
or
or
not.
not.
Can you tell me whether it will rain tomorrow or not? Can you tell me whether it will rain tomorrow or not? No, I
No, I
can't
can't
tell
tell
you
you
whether
whether it
it
will rain
tomorrow
tomorrow or
or
not.
not. Very good. What's another use of the word weather? What's another use of the word weather? Another
The
use
another
of
use
the
of the
word
word weather
is
is when
when
two
two possible
possible
actions
actions
have
that
the
have
same.
the same result.
Give me an example. Give me an example, please. Whether it rains
Whether it
tomorrow
rains
or not.
tomorrow or
I'll
not,
go for
I'll
a
go
walk.
for a walk.
What's the difference between these two sentences? I'm going to buy the car if it's cheap, and I'm going to buy the car whether it's cheap or not. What's the difference between these two sentences? I'm going to buy the car if it's cheap, and I'm going to buy the car whether it's cheap or not. The difference
The
between
difference
those two
between those two
sentences is that
sentences
the
is
first
that the
sentence means
first sentence
I'm
means
going
I
to
want
buy the
to
car
only if
if
it's
it's
cheap.
cheap, whereas the
The
second sentence
second
means
sentence
I'm
means
going to buy
I'm
the
going
car
to buy the
if it's
car
cheap
if
or
it's
not.
cheap or not.
Expensive or expensive. The price is
The
not
price
important.
isn't important.
Very good. Okay. What is the highest speed a car can go when in town in your country? What is the highest speed a car can go when in town in your country? The highest
The
speed a
highest
car
speed a
can
car
go
can go
when in town
in
in my
town
country is.
in my country is 60 kilometers per hour.
Correct. Do you like unpleasant surprises? Do you like unpleasant surprises? No, I
No,
don't
I
like
don't like unpleasant
unpleasant surprises.
surprises.
Does it surprise you when somebody from another country speaks your language well? Does it surprise you when somebody from another country speaks your language well? Yes, it
Yes, it
surprises me
surprises me
when
when
somebody from another
somebody from
country
other country
speaks my
speaks my
language.
language.
Very good. Is it a big struggle for you to get up? Oh, no, that's the end of our revision. Let's have
Okay,
new word. Okay, so first word, repeat struggle.
struggle.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word struggle can be used as both as a noun and a verb. As a noun, it means, for example, in winter, it's very cold. It's difficult for me to get up on a cold morning when I feel tired. It's a big struggle for me to get up on a cold morning when I feel tired. As a verb, it means, for example, I struggle to get up on a cold winter's morning when I feel tired. Let's practice. Is it a big struggle for you to get up on a cold winter's morning when you feel very tired? Is it a big struggle for you to get up on a cold winter's morning when you feel very tired? Yes, it's a
Yes,
big
it's
struggle
a
for me
big struggle for
to get
me
up
to
on a
get up
cold winter's
on a
morning
cold
when I
winter's morning
feel very
when
tired.
I feel really tired.
Do you sometimes struggle to understand people when they speak English quickly? Do you sometimes struggle to understand people when they speak English quickly? Yes, I
Yes,
sometimes
I
struggle
sometimes
to
struggle to
understand people
understand
when they
people
speak English
when they
quickly.
speak English quickly.
Very good. Next, repeat surround.
Surround.
Very good. Okay, the word surround is a verb. It means to be around someone or something. For example, the walls are around me, or the walls surround me. Let's practice. What surround your building? What surrounds your building?
ABC streets surround
Surrounds
this
my.
building.
Very good. Okay, next repeat sword.
Soak.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word sword is a noun. For example, katana is a sword. Samurai use swords.
Hmm.
Let's practice. When did soldiers stop using swords in battle? When did soldiers stop using swords in battle? Soldiers stopped using
Soldiers
swords
stop using
in
swords
battle more than
in
a
battle
hundred
more
years
than
ago.
100 years ago.
Very good. Next, repeat. Computer,
Computer,
internet,
internet,
website,
website,
information.
information.
Very good. Okay, listen. Computer, internet, website, and information are all nouns. For example, some of the most popular websites are yahoo.com, msn.com, etc. I am using a computer now. We can use the internet on our computers. Now we're using the internet to have a class. We need an internet to use or open or visit the websites Yahoo, Google, Amazon, etc. Information means the things we want to learn, and we do not put S on that, only information. For example, I want to know where the most beautiful place in Japan is. I will use the internet for finding this information. Let's practice. Do you think computers make your life easier or more difficult? Do you think computers make your life easier or more difficult? I think
I
computers
think
make my
computers
life.
makes my life easier.
Do you often use the internet for finding information? Do you often use the internet for finding information? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I
use
I often
internet.
use
I often use
the internet
internet
for finding information.
for finding information.
Do you like shopping on the internet? Do you like shopping on the internet? Yes or no?
Yes, I like shopping in internet.
On the internet.
On the
One
internet.
more. Yes, I like
Yes,
shopping
I
on
like
the
shopping
internet.
on the internet.
What are some of the most popular websites in the world? What are some of the most popular websites in the world? Some of the most popular
Amazon.
websites
Uh,
in the world
the
are, one more. Some of the most
some of the most
popular websites in the world
popular websites
are,
in the world are Amazon, Google, Yahoo,
etc.
etc.
Very good. Next, repeat. Turn on,
Turn on,
turn off.
turn off.
Very good. Okay, listen. We turn the light on when it's dark. We turn on the computer when we want to use it. The opposite of turn on is turn off. We turn the light off during the day. Let's practice. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're turning the
You
light
are turning
on and off.
the light on and off.
Very good. Do you turn off your computer when you go to bed at night? Do you turn off your computer when you go to bed at night? Yes or no?
Yes, I turn
Off
off the computer
my
of my
computer
computer
when I go to
to
bed
when I go to bed
at night.
at night.
Very good. Next, repeat. Great.
Great.
Lake.
Lake.
Very good. Again, listen, the word great generally means very good, but it can sometimes mean big or important depending on the sentence. For example, this film is great means this film is very good. When we speak about the Great Lakes in North America, we mean that they are very big lakes. When we say that somebody is a great man, we generally mean that are important in public life. Let's practice. What does the word great mean? What does the word great mean? The word great
The word
generally
great
means generally
generally
means
means
very good,
very
but
good,
it can sometimes mean
but
it
it
can
can sometimes
sometimes
mean
mean big or important.
big or important.
Very good. Give me an example of the word great meaning very good. Give me an example of the word great meaning very good, please. This film is great.
This film is
I know
great.
a great restaurant
I
near
know
here.
a great restaurant
Near here.
near here.
Who do you think is your greatest friend? Who do you think is your greatest friend? I think my
I
greatest
think
friend is
my
greatest
greatest
friend
friend
is friend,
is friend.
like friend, friends, like enemy friend. One more. I
Friend.
think my
I
greatest
think
friend is,
my greatest friend is
who's your best
Taro.
friend? Haro. Very good. Tell me the names of some great people in history. Tell me the names of some great people in history, please. The names of
The
some great
names of
people
some
in history
people in
are
history
Mahatma Gandhi,
are Mahatma Gandhi,
Albert Einstein, etc.
Einstein, etc.
Who do you think was the greatest man that ever lived? Who do you think was the greatest man that ever lived? I think,
I think,
who-
sorry,
let's say Einstein was the greatest
Einstein
man
was the
that
greatest
ever
man
lived.
that ever lived.
Which is the greatest city in your country? Which is the greatest city in your country?
Yokohama is
Is
the
the
greatest city
in my
in my city,
in my country.
in my country.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Kept.
Kept
Promise.
promise,
Keep a promise.
keep a promise,
Break a promise.
break a promise.
Very good. Okay, listen. The past simple and the past participle of the verb to keep is kept. Like keep, kept,
Hmm,
kept. For example, I kept some money in the bank. I kept some animals at home.
hmm,
When you say to keep a promise, it means to do what you have said you will do. The opposite of to keep a promise is to break a promise. For
hmm.
example, I haven't always kept my promises. Sometimes I've broken them. Let's practice. What is the past simple and the past participle of the verb to keep? What is the past simple and the past participle of the verb to keep? The past simple
Just simple
and
and the
the
past
past participle
participle
of
of
the
the verb
verb
to keep
is.
is kept.
Have you ever kept any animals at home? Have you ever kept any animals at home? Yes or no?
Yes, I've
Ex-
kept some animals at home.
Very good. What's the opposite of to keep a promise? What's the opposite of to keep a promise? The opposite
The
of
opposite of
to
to keep
keep a
promise
promise is
is
to
to
break
break
a.
a promise.
Have you always kept your promises? Have you always kept your promises? Yes or no?
No,
I haven't
I
always
haven't
kept my
always kept
promises.
my promises.
Sometimes I've broken them.
Sometimes I've broken them.
Very good. Next, repeat found. One more. Found.
Found,
Very good. Okay, listen. The past
found.
simple and the past participle of find is found. For example, I found a book I lost yesterday. I found something in the street worth a lot of money. Let's practice. What's the past simple and the past participle of find? What's the past simple and the past participle of find? The past simple
The past
and the
simple
past
and
participle
past
of
verb
find is found.
of find is found.
Did you find English very difficult when you began studying it? Did you find English very difficult when you began studying it? Yes, I
Yes,
found
I
English
found
very difficult
English very
when
difficult
I began studying
when
it.
I began studying.
Very good. Have you ever found anything on the street worth a lot of money? Have you ever found anything on the street worth a lot of money? Yes or no?
Yes,
I found
I've
something,
sometimes found ah
something
something
on the street worth
on
a
the
lot of
street
money.
was a lot of money.
Very good. Next, repeat else.
Else,
Very good. Okay, listen. The word else is an adverb.
hmm,
Okay, we use it to talk about other things, other people or other places, etc., apart from
hmm,
what was named. For
hmm,
example, I study Spanish besides English, or I study something else besides English, that is Spanish. Let's practice. What else do people do in the evening besides watching TV? What else do people do in the evening besides watching TV? People eat,
people
read,
eat,
go for
read,
walks,
go for
etc.
walk,
In the
etc.
evening
in
besides
the evening
watching TV.
besides watching TV.
Do you study anything else besides English? Do you study anything else besides English? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
study
study
anything else
anything else
besides English.
besides English.
What else do you study? What else do you study? I study nothing
I
else.
study nothing else.
Does anybody else in your family speak English besides you? Does anybody else in your family speaks English besides you? Yes or no?
No, there
Nobody else
nobody
in my
nobody
family
else in my
speaks
family
English besides me.
speaks English besides me.
Very good. Next, repeat fast.
Past.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word fast means the same as quick or quickly. It is both an adjective and an adverb. We do not add ly to it. For example, we say he writes fast and not he writes fastly. Let's practice. What does the word fast mean? What does the word fast mean? The word fast
The
means
word fast
the
means
same
quick,
as quick
the same as
or
quick
quickly.
or quickly.
Are you a fast writer? Are you a fast writer? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm a fast writer.
Do you walk fast when the weather is very hot? Do you walk fast when the weather is very hot? Yes or no?
Yes,
I walk fast
I, I walk
when
fast
the weather is very hot.
when the weather is very hot.
Very good. Okay, now let's move on to reading.
Okay,
Okay, so our reading is at stage 4, paragraph page 212. Last headword was rich. Okay, start with the headword poor.
poor, poor. The name of the poorest country in the world. Nepal is one of the poorest country in the world.